Hey guys, what's up? It's 8-Bit Eric, and a while back, a game called Vaccine came out on the Switch. It was a callback to the old school Resident Evil style of survival horror games, and now, back in 1995, has been ported over to the Nintendo Switch. It's exactly what it plays like. It's a game that feels like it's from back in 1995. It has survival horror elements in it and everything. And I thought it would have been really neat to go ahead and check it out for the channel. So that's what today's video is all about, guys. So if you're brand new, feel free to throw a subscription and let's go ahead and begin today's video. So back in 1995 is a survival horror game that has really early looking 3D polygon textures. You play as a guy that is basically traversing a tower, like a skyscraper in different locations, avoiding enemies, trying to do different errands and stuff. Like you meet a doctor, he sends you to find some mini documents for him and stuff like that. It has tank style controls, like old school style controls, different camera angles that are fixed, so at times you won't see enemies until you get up too close, and it has that real old school feel. In fact, even attacking, your character attacks really slow. So this may not appeal to some people might want something a little bit more modern, something a little bit more faster, but I thought it was kind of neat, you know, being a retro gamer, having grown up, you know, since the early days of the 80s games and the 90s games and the Resident Evil games and stuff like that. You know, every once in a while when a game is made that pays tribute to games that I grew up playing, I always gotta go ahead and give it a little look-see and stuff. And I gotta say, this game is really short. You could probably breeze through this in about an hour and a half, maybe even less. Once you get through it the first time, you'll know exactly how to get through it. And it really doesn't innovate in regards to anything, doesn't add anything new that we would want out of something. It would have been nice if they would have added their own flavor of something, but it does overall feel like a pretty bland game. That's my judgment of it. I'm gonna go ahead and play it for you guys so you guys can see for yourselves. So let's go ahead and begin. Alright guys, so this is back in 1995. As I mentioned, it is an homage to early survival horror type of games. We're gonna go ahead and start a brand new game. I've played a couple of the levels or everything. The game is relatively short, like I mentioned, but it has a weird vibe to it. You know, like a lot of these early 3D polygon type of games that used to come out like on PlayStation 1 and even on early Windows 95 PC always just had this real kind of like atmosphere about them, and this one really feels like it's something that you would play back like in 1995. Good title, right? Back in 95. Now, you play as a solo character who you're going to see in a minute. You're basically just making your way down certain different areas and you stumble across survivors that request stuff and things like that. So it's a very short game to sit through, probably less than 2 hours, maybe an hour and a half at tops, but there's some things about it. It's a little too spot on to a 1995 game, especially with the tank controls and things like that. So once this game gets going, we will begin. So I'm gonna skip the cutscene and let's go ahead and make our way. And you're gonna see that the game has like a CRT television type of vibe, so there is a filter, but you could turn it off actually. If you come to the settings, you could turn it off and it'll look like this. And it's, I don't know, there's just something about this that it doesn't look right. I like to have the CRT settings, so let's put them on soft and go back to the game. So there's just something about it looking like this. Now the tank controls is what I have the most trouble getting used to. Just like original Resident Evil, you have tank controls and your character moves really slowly. Like, your character moves fantastically slowly. And it just takes, get some time getting used to. Now, I've played through the game before, so you might see some spoilers on where locations are at. The key to something that's in here is way back. And you'll see a hint in a room that's coming up, and it tells you to come back to the AC unit and do that. But you could do that at the start of the game. And yeah, so this game would be super scary if it wasn't for one problem, and you were about to see it right here. That.
What the hell is that?
That is what the enemies look like. What is that? A piece of turd with arms? Like, look at it. A piece of turd with arms. Like, I seriously cannot make this up. That is probably the most unintimidating enemy I've seen in my life. So I'm gonna grab this pipe. We'll be able to defend ourselves now. Look at that attack. Very slow attack. But, you know, I get it, what they were going for with this game. This game really does capture that essence, you know, playing something from back in 95. So here we go. Look at this attack. I don't even think the enemy can hurt me because he hasn't fully turned around yet. There we go. I got him. And just for giggles, let's go back to this room and take care of the guy in here. This is completely optional, though. I don't think I needed to even come in here, to be honest, since I already have the key. Now, I was lost originally when I first played through, because you check this note, it says, keys behind the AC unit on the roof. It's like, okay, I need the key to open this? Like, what is this? To me, it looked like a briefcase, and I was stuck for a long time my first playthrough. I was like, what's going on here? Until I realized, okay, there's a door here that the key goes to. So I forgot to possibly check the key. And yeah, so this was the first level of the game.
Voice message.
Voila. So we're going to head to the next area, and you guys will see what the game is like. So, I mean, okay, I get it. You know, there was a previous game that was just like this, Vaccine, that came out early on the Switch's lifespan that got a little bit of criticism as well for being outdated or feeling outdated. I get it, especially with how games like Resident Evil and them are made nowadays. But this was clearly designed to cater to that nostalgia of games that people like myself started playing in the late 90s, early 2000s, when games like this were still kind of being developed. They weren't picture perfect, they weren't spot on. It was still a genre that was still being filled out by, you know, some of the forefathers, the Silent Hills, the Resident Evils, the Clock Towers, stuff like that. You know, survival horror at one time was not as common as it is today. So you got to remember the forefathers made it. Now, he's going to send me on a mission to go to the roof. And you can save actually with these computers here, but I'm not going to save. I'm going to go and show you guys a little bit more of this area. Luckily, the areas of this game are not too long either. You can see the camera makes it pretty difficult to see what's around. I tried to go to the women's restroom, but the door's broken. And I ain't talking Matt Hardy, so let's go up to the rooftop. The loading times aren't too crucial in this game either. So if you're looking for performance, it is pretty accurate to something that you would have gotten. The tank controls do get some getting used to. Do take some getting used to, I should say. And that attack, holy moly. I've seen 80-year-old women attack faster than that, but yeah. Alright, here we go. I'm going to avoid these guys by coming around this way. Pro tip, these enemies don't really go around obstacles too easily. A lot of them kind of avoid you, to be honest. So they're not too aggressive. Later on, you get different types of enemies and stuff that are a little bit more hands-on with attacking you. But this is still early on in the game. Just want to give you guys a little flavor of it. Oh man, this guy really moves slow. I wish there was a way to run, but there's not. So we're going to go back to the dock. Talk to him. And he'll send me on my merry way. Alright, so here we go. Going to the doctor. Doctor, doctor, give me the news. I got a bad case for loving you. Y'all done? Dang, he's like, y'all done? Got one more task for you. So, he's going to be sending me to a different part of the level. He has another task for me to do in regards to his mission. You're going to see more more enemies, stuff like that. New weapons that you can grab, just to show you guys. Alright, so here we go. So now we are going to go the other way. And what's good about the camera angles like this is that you never really see around the corner what's coming at you and stuff. See, like, there's an enemy right there. You can't really see what is going on. Watch it. Watch it. I'm gonna avoid all these guys because there's no benefit. There's no benefit at all to killing these guys. They're not that aggressive, and they really don't drop any items for you. I guess maybe if you just want to get them out of your way. Like, see, this guy is kind of in my way. I can't even hit him. He's coming down the stairs too quick compared to what I attack. And he ain't bugging me. He ain't doing nothing to me. Look at that. Bye, Felicia. Let's keep going. All the way down, down into the pits. There we go. So, this area, we're looking for certain documents and stuff of the dock. Does get a little hairy here, to be honest. My first playthrough I ever did, I died in about this area trying to figure out how to use the gun that I just picked up. And it gets tight in here. It's really hard to see where anything's at. I think I might have opened a different hallway. Oh look, 1995 Cola. Maybe if I had a key, okay. And I wish there was a map. Doesn't seem like there's one, so it is easy to get lost. Oh, here's some new enemies. Look, right here. Gosh dang it, I forgot what buttons do what. I'm shooting. Ain't doing nothing. I guess I could just avoid these guys, right? I accidentally pushed X, which goes to the inventory. I don't like that. I don't like... Oh my god. Holy crap. Look at this. Look at these guys. Are those the night crawlers that you... Oh. So you guys, you get the idea. It plays like an old game. So yeah, guys, what do you think? Comment down below. Don't forget to like, dislike. If you're brand new, throw a subscription. I will see you on the next one, guys. Have a great day. Peace out. Consider supporting 8-Bit Eric on Patreon for just $1 a month. Link below in the description.